It's Christmas time, Yuletide, at Strax Harvest's legally distinct different school from Strixhaven.
That makes sense.
Most of the school itself is emptied. Children have returned to their homes across the entirety of the land to spend time with their family, to be around their loved ones, to hold the people that care about them close. You remain at school because perhaps you don't have those things. I don't know. Or maybe you don't love your family and didn't want to go home. I don't know. But currently you're one of the very few students left in this sort of gargantuan cathedral-esque, basically, campus, with huge rising spires covered in snow, that every now and then the wind whips the snow off of it, causing a, almost like an avalanche of snow to cascade down the steep-eaved roofs, crushing the occasional student beneath it. Not, you know, to death, but poor groundskeeper Chili has to come by every now and then and dig a student out, only recognizing that they've in trouble by their rapidly moving and flailing hand beneath a great blanket of white. Classes are obviously on hold during this vacation time, but even so, there's still fun to be had and work to be done. Unfortunately, due to the fact that their families don't love them, your school rivals, Butch, Delia, and Lil Dupree remain behind to torment you, bother you. It's not been too long since old Lil Dupree climbed up on one of their eaved roofs and peed down to make pea icicles to drop on people not too long ago. They're scamps, but you know, at that age, you'd kind of do stupid things like that. The three of you have been a friend group since your very first year, having come together the year before you were sorting into the various different houses and worked together, grown to rely on each other, depend upon each other, help, homework advice, dating advice, and watching Nox play the pan flutes with various different orifices.
Excellent.
As you have your head down against a gentle snowfall, you hear the sound that you don't want to hear. Hey Nox, why don't you stop playing with those losers and hang out with me? It's Butch, Delia, and Lil Dupree, standing in the courtyard covered in snow. You can see a large, hastily built snowman sits to one side, as well as several...
I don't have vision.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me copy tokens.
I don't want you to paint the scene without me being able to see.
Okay.
There you go.
Butch and the three of them sort of gather around the nearby fountain that seems to never freeze over, always cast with an enchantment to keep the water from going. As Butch, the leader, strides forward, saying, "Hey Nox, why don't you come hang out with us? You don't want to hang out with those losers anymore, do you? Look at that rockhead over there."
Butch, you're a fucking cunt.
What would your mom think if you said that?
She'd probably encourage it because I'm from the Feywild.
Well, trust me, I know. I know all about where your mom's from.
Yep, never heard that one before.
Well, we let these losers go by. Where you headed, huh? The Great Hall? Gonna get some hot cocoa?
Hot cocoa sounds really good.
Ah, please, heed them no mind. The common riffraff.
Ha! Yeah, why don't you listen to your friend? It seems like he's got a good rock on his shoulders, right?
Christ.
Such childish taunting. Why, if only my father could hear my prayers, you would all just be laying dormant.
So, Colin,
Lou, just so you know, the longer you keep this up, you will slowly absorb what's his name's attractiveness.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Aloysius.
No, Felton. Felton?
Aloysius,
Tom
isn't,
Felton.
isn't your
Tom
dad
Felton.
dead, Aloysius?
Shit. Hey, Colin, can I use my mage hand to pull Butch's shorts or his pants down?
Sure.
Okay.
My father is not dead. He is a noble genie.
I bet he's gonna.
Just
I bet he
hasn't
wishes
talked
he
to me
was
in a
dead
while.
after all the disappointment you've been.
Jesus Christ.
And then that's when you make your move, Nox. As they all three stand there laughing, loud chortle echoing across the walls. You cast Mage Hand and yank Butch's pants down, revealing a pair of heart-shaped or sort of stripy underwear with hearts on them. As he says, "What the hell?"
I think it was little Dupree over there.
Well, that certainly isn't a very noble colors.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage.
What, me?
No. To see,
Oh.
Nox.
Let
I
me
was
see
gonna
something.
say.
I'm very aware that this scene is called Snowball Fight. And
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this to just become Final Fantasy Tactics.
It's not terrible. 12.
Bullshit! Why don't you man up and say what you did?
Okay, are his pants still down?
No, he pulled him back up.
Oh, I was gonna say if his pants were still down, I was gonna ram him.
He says, "Delia, get him!" As she casts Mage Hand, all of a sudden a snowball from this nearby pile just flies out through the air at they're gonna roll random.
As soon as I see a
At Nox.
snowball, start to lift, I action movie dive like 10 feet away for no reason.
That makes
I
sense.
think excellent.
Nox, it is going to be a 19 versus armor class.
Shit. That hits me.
You are pelted with a snowball that slams into you. At this point, Butch, Lil Dupree, and Delia all begin sprinting behind cover, gathering up snowballs as they run. "We're gonna beat your ass, kids!"
Are they the same age? I
Yeah,
would assume.
they're the same age as you.
Yeah, kids.
We're gonna go ahead. I guess we can do this kind of like initiative.
Well, if it will happen anyway, then we must be certain to win, and I will cast my own Mage Hand.
I run away.
All right.
Oh, yeah, we are
I will
doing
say
initiative.
you can go ahead. We can, but go ahead and you have time to get into any covered positions that you want.
Phenomenal.
We'll run up here.
And this is, in fact, a large snowman, in case you couldn't tell.
Okay.
How cute. What are the rules? Okay, this
Alright.
is really semantics, Colin. What are the rules for casting spells on campus?
You are allowed.
Actually, hang on. That's a point. What year is it? Are we freshmen?
No. At this point, you're probably about 3/4 of the way through your journey at Strax Haver's legally distinct school.
Pigs, pimples.
Yes, pig moles.
So in other words, I
Pig moles.
shouldn't be shooting people with fire bolts in the chest, right?
You probably should not be. It's
Okay.
generally viewed pretty. Doing like actual physical damage is looked on pretty
Gotcha.
poorly. I mean, the best thing you're gonna do is the best idea is to see what spells you have. Think about maybe how you can manipulate the surroundings, or you can throw snowballs and things like that.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But the point is, it's a snowball fight. No one's gonna get killed here. No one.
That's we'll see.
They'd be expelled and probably put in jail. Nobody.
Is this a pool or a
That is a fountain.
There's verticality?
There's verticality to it. You don't want to kill anybody, that's for damn sure, and they're not going to kill you.
Can we get names? Can we get names on our token?
Yes. You can have always displayed for everyone.
Oh my god.
Always displayed for everyone. Always displayed for everyone. There you go. They should have names on theirs as well.
Yeah.
The actual range of a snowball is quite short. It's basically, roughly 40 feet for its short range, or probably 30 feet for its short range, 60 feet for its long range. So, just throwing across from each other, you're going to be throwing with disadvantage because you're a pretty far way away.
I'm just saying, in real life, I think the effective range of a snowball is like 5 feet.
Yeah, well, that's how it is in the game. But it is, at the end of the day, a dexterity, or I guess it's dexterity or strength. It's just a thrown weapon. Does not do any damage, but they can only, you can only take, once the game starts, you can only take 3 snowball hits before you're out.
I am ducking, like I've got my back to this little wall here, like a World War II soldier under fire, even though nothing has been thrown yet.
Okay.
Am I down 1, Colin, because I got hit already?
No.
Okay.
What's wrong? Why are you hiding behind the wall? Why don't you come on out?
You're hiding behind the wall too, you dipshit.
Butch is going, I guess technically Butch goes first with a 17. Yep.
I have no initiative.
Butch is going
Neither
to
do I.
reach out and try to throw a snowball at Aloysius, obviously with disadvantage, and you've got 3/4 or quarter cover, half cover. They've got +2 armor class.
Alright.
Only gonna be an 11, as it just hits the snowman.
That +2 was necessary. I have 13.
And then he ducks behind. It is immediately going to go to Kisbin. There is a reward for creativity. There are things you can do.
Oh shit, I should probably open my character. It goes to Kisbin. Which, okay, hang on. So when I click... No, it does say Kisbin Althera. He just doesn't have an icon, sorry. Okay. Sorry, new spellbook, who's it? Nox got hit already, right? Like, there's snow, like, on her? Like, I've seen that.
Yeah.
The wall fight is afoot? Okay. There's 2 over there. Can I see through the fountain?
Yeah, you can still throw through it, it's just providing cover.
Okay. I had a feeling this would happen. So, I'm going to, very scared, I'm gonna stand up and look. I'm probably like 2 feet off the ground or something. I'm gonna look over the wall, and I'm gonna cast Snillock's Snowball Storm.
Right. Alright, that's fucking broken. You son of a bitch.
It's okay. A flurry of magic snowballs erupts from a point you choose. Each creature within a 5-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dex save.
That's real good.
That's quite lucky.
Will this hit both of them?
Yeah, if you put it like right there.
It says 90 feet. I can't measure with this template on.
Yeah, that's within 90 feet.
He's a hacker.
But yeah,
I just... So they make a dex save, and a creature takes 3d6 cold on a failed save, or half on successful.
The damage is not important. It's more about you've got 3 hits, and they'll take a hit. But they have to make a dexterity saving throw. All of a sudden, the ground swirls with almost like a polar vortex as the just ice and snow collects into balls and begins flying outwards. That is a pass and a fail. Butch passes, Lil Dupree fails.
Oh my god.
It is going to poof, hit him right in the face. Butch is going to dodge out the way, however that causes him to dodge out of cover. As he is going to end up off here out of cover. What? Shit! Is there anything else for Kisbin?
So that's an action. I can't hide or like take cover because my guy is very cowardly.
I say you don't have a lot of bonus actions as wizard, so.
No. Can I fall prone?
Yeah. I mean, you're considered, as long as you're behind there, you're considered just like taking his cover as best as you can behind the.
Okay, so I don't have to like fall prone. I already, it's assumed I have cover.
Yeah, it's assumed you're basically just taking cover as best as you can.
And okay, yeah. So I'll duck back behind the wall and I'll look up at Nox. I'm like, did I hit him?
You're killing one of them?
Oh no!
All right.
I have to turn off my camera if Tommy's gonna start being a hot Scottish fawn.
It will go
Scottish farm.
to Aloysius.
You're doing your family proud, Otharno. And he's going to. I just completely. But I'm going to run up to the fountain, obviously hiding behind it. And then I'm going to do their trick, and I'm going to cast Mage Hand on the snowball they have here. Just smack them in the face with it.
All right, make a basically a attack roll using your spell casting attack bonus.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so plus 6, 14.
All right, you managed to toss. Are you aiming at Butch or Lil Dupree?
Butch.
All right. As he sort of is still staggering away from the whirling vortex, the snowball pelts him in the back as he staggers forward.
That is for the great noble Jin.
Oh, God.
And I'm just gonna, continue ducking behind the... Actually, I'm gonna move down to this side of it. And unfortunately, I can't do anything with my bonus.
Right.
I knew that feel.
It'll go to Lil Dupree, sort of still like staggering away from being hit with the snowball. He sort of climbs out a little bit on his hands and knees. Looking around, he is going to, his eyes narrow as he lifts his hand, and there's a pause where nothing happens. There's just snow falling, but then all of a sudden you see this snowman's head sort of slowly turn to look at you, as he animates the snowman to attack you. I need to get my snowman tokens.
I didn't get counterspell because I didn't want to be try hard.
Well, I mean, is this the type of
I know.
Is this the type of thing
It's
you
all right.
want to be?
Yes, Colin, this is serious.
This is it. This is the whole campaign.
The whole it's all snowman.
I'm gonna spend all my sorcery points to twin spell a 3rd level next turn. No one could stop me.
Wait, wait, that's right. You're a sorcerer, I'm a warlock. They're 2 different things in this.
Crazy. Yeah, we actually didn't cross over. Each of us
Right.
is our own spellcaster.
But he's going to cause that to come to life as it's gonna go, and he's gonna continue like hiding as best as he can behind cover. I'm gonna go to Nox.
Cool.
This music is too serious for a snowball fight.
No. Okay, so Delia has not been hit yet, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Got some pretty.
So are these?
Pretty good
Is
cover.
this just like a snow wall for cover, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I will stand up, and there'll be like the swirling, mystical, magical, ethereal cogs behind me, and I will cast Firebolt on her cover to try to melt her cover.
Okay. You give me an attack roll.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
walls of snow?
They're walls of snow. Yeah.
13.
Wow.
13. It does not hit quite where you want it to, but it does hit the side and begins melting it away. As you melt you've melted a portion of her cover away. But she does duck behind it.
Why are you
Stick your
hiding,
head up.
Delia?
You could have hit me, you idiot!
No, I'm too good for that. Cool, that was that. Let me see here. I think I have a feature I want to use. The warrior's representative. Oh shit! Never mind. It's an action, Colin. I can't do that. I'm crazy, and I'm gonna hop over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What's the range? Did you say on snowballs?
The range is
40.
the range for snowballs is gonna be 30, 60.
Oh, 30. Okay.
Oh, that is a lot closer than I thought. Okay, before I go over, I'll look to Kizban here. The moment she peeks her head out, you hit her. And I'll, like, run to try to, like, get her to come out to hit me and try to have Kizban hit her at the same time.
That would be a prepared action on his part. You'll have to go to his turn first, yeah.
Yep, so we'll see. Yeah, that's it for me.
Right.
I'll go get the light.
The hulking snowman is gonna move towards you, Aloysius. And it is just going to leap up and just try to smother you in snow. That is gonna be a 12 versus armor class.
That's gonna hit.
That's okay. I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check.
I am equally terrible. Hey, 14.
Alright. Hey, that's good enough, as it tries to, like, wrap you up in the snow. Sort of trying to wrap its twiggy arms around you and yank you into its snowy body. As you can see, it does not manage to do so.
A slightly chittering noise. Your little abomination will not frighten the noble house of Baster.
He's gonna bury you! It's going to go to Delia, who is going to immediately pick up a snowball and just chuck it at Nox as Nox is running towards her.
Wait, I'm made of stone. Do I even actually feel the cold?
Oh wait, that's the fucking snowman.
Yeah.
She's like trying to run backwards away from you to cover back here. She tosses a snowball at you. 13 versus armor class.
Nope, 16.
Right. As it flies off through the air, as she hides behind more cover back here. Sort of getting behind trees, falling back to this position. That is gonna be
Excellent.
it for Delia. Go to Butch. Butch is going to...
Oh, hey, Colin, I lied.
Yeah.
That does hit me.
Okay, you take one hit.
Gotcha.
Butch is gonna rush to this fountain. Snowball in hand, he's gonna throw it at you, Nox, since you're not behind any kind of cover.
Yeah. Carry me, team.
That is gonna be a 13 again.
Holy shit, okay. The plan is failing.
Alright, that's 2 hits. You only got 1 more hit.
Don't do it.
But it goes to Kizban.
Okay. How tall is this fucking snowman?
The snowman itself is nearly 10 feet high. It's a large creature, technically.
Horrifying.
You can roll an Arcana check as a bonus action on it.
No, I think survival is the name of this game. Can I now I'm very short. Can I jump over this wall?
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about too much about that.
I'm gonna move. How do we do the thing? I can't remember. It's
Control.
Hold down
will
control
do
and
the
then
thing.
just click, yeah. So you do that, do whatever way you want to do, and then press space.
base. Okay, so I'm gonna move 30 feet. And I can't. Has anybody been hit twice?
Yes, Nox has been hit
Nox
twice.
has.
What about the enemies?
No.
I may have fucked up my turn order. Honor, my
Dupree
plan
and
is
Butch
bad.
have been hit once each, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna use. Can I use Minor Conjuration to conjure a snowball 10 feet away from me and try and do like a 1-2 punch, like a double throw?
What do you mean? Like,
It says I can conjure an object in my hand or within an unoccupied space within 10 feet of me. Can I like throw a conjured snowball and then a regular snowball?
no, it would still just be an action to throw it.
Okay. Then I will try and get here, and
Well, so and it does provide cover if you're on that side too. So, no matter which side you're on.
I didn't even see these before. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna try and throw one. I'll throw one at Butch.
He's not behind very good cover, right? But he is. It is made with disadvantage.
Is this just a ranged attack?
Yes, it is a thrown weapon, and I'll allow dexterity or strength.
I'm a nerd. I have neither.
Same here.
The alternative is if you use. I would say if you use Mage Hand to do it,
you
you
said
use your spell casting. But
Gotcha.
yeah, but you do have disadvantage because you're outside of the short range. Unfortunately, it hits the fountain near him, showering him in flecks of ice, causing him to duck behind it. Yeah, nice throw, idiot!
Of course.
Don't be mean to me!
Alright, goes to Aloysius.
So, I've got this
got a
giant
snowman.
snowman on me, so I am going to cast Scorching Ray.
Hell yeah.
That's a 13.
It just pelts into him, causing him to melt away.
Poor guy.
Okay. Now, does that... Because I actually get 3 ranged attacks, or it creates 3 rays.
You can cast the 3... All they had to do was take any fire damage and he melted.
So then can I do it?
You can cast 3
on...
at the cover. Probably don't want to actually do it at any of the students, though.
Actually, I was hoping... I mean, these are all, like, prepared by... balls of snow or whatever, right?
Yep.
Then I want to do it to melt these ones and these ones.
Okay.
Do I actually need to do a ranged attack for
Nah,
them?
I'm just gonna say it flies out and hits him and melts him, sending the snow scattering.
Let's see how you do without your ammunition.
Hey, boss, I don't know if you noticed, we're surrounded by snow.
Damn. That's fucking brutal.
I've already ended my turn. I don't have anything else.
Right. Bill Dupree. Dash. Back behind this tree. Start getting behind you. That's all he's gonna do as it goes to Nox.
Cool. I didn't realize turn order, so telling my friend to hit was not a smart idea. I forgot if I mute. I just hit my mute thing. So I'll run by and pick up. Okay, so Colin. Could I spend a sorcery point to shoot 2 snowballs?
That's
Honestly,
what I was trying to do.
if you want to spin the sorcery point to twin spell,
Twin spell mage hand.
Okay. So I'll scoop up some snowballs, run down here where she doesn't have cover, so that's 5, 10, 15 feet. I will spend a sorcery point to twin spell to try to hit her twice.
if you want to spin the sorcery point, go for it.
Cool. So it's a straight roll because I have no dex or strength.
Okay, well, turns out their armor class is also not great, so...
Well, 18 and 13.
Those both hit as she's, like, trying to cower behind the tree as you run forward. Feeling the winds of magic swirl about you, you take a snowball in each hand and use your your sorcery points to quicken out, basically throwing 2 snowballs.
Cool.
They will both
And-
hit.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20. Because I have 35 movement, so I have just enough to get behind cover again.
Right.
And that's it for me.
Delia is gonna reach down and gather up some snow and pop out. He's gonna try to throw it at you, Nox. Obviously, you're behind significant cover,
Gotcha.
so you've got +5 armor class right now. Oh my god, crit.
Yep,
Uh,
I'm down.
As the final blow hits you, as the final snowball arches through the air, hitting you square in the chest, sending you staggering backwards. Unlucky crit as she dodges back behind the tree, however.
As I go down, I'll bust out like a sad pan flute sound as I fall into the snow.
You do the Mario sound.
Obviously, she is also pretty messed up, however.
I'm dead.
Gonna go to Butch.
Rip.
Right around here. He's just going to get into range of Kizbin and throw a snowball. That is going to be a 16 versus armor class.
Either Connor doesn't realize or he's trying to figure something out.
Sorry, I'm looking at something that Sarah just sent me. I apologize. Sarah's at the airport right now. She's waiting to so there's a lot of tension. Could you please repeat that?
16 versus armor class. Butch is running down from the fountain to throw a snowball at you.
I'm almost certain that my armor class is 13.
Probably.
Waste a shield.
All
It's
right.
the only way.
Do I have shield? I
Don't
have
waste shield, probably.
I don't have shield prepared.
Well,
It's
I mean, you haven't taken a hit yet, so...
Aha! So I have 1 of 3.
Yeah. As it pelts into you. And then he's going to...
I'll take it valiantly like I'm defending Nox.
Then he's going to take... Basically, you know, he'll... gonna keep... rushing towards you.
What a hero.
As it goes to you, Kizbin. He's out in the open, though.
Wait. Okay. After my valiant blocking to save Nox, I'm going to dive forward with my eyes closed and go, ah! and I want to use Minor Conjuration to conjure above his head an item no larger than 3 feet and on one side and 10 pounds worth of snow, and just drop it on top of his head.
That'll
Excellent.
work. He's gonna try to make a dexterity save to get out the way of it.
It's within 10 feet, so
That's within
Move.
10 feet, so.
Oh, is this back here? That doesn't feel like 10.
You can, it's 10 feet there. You move up 1.
So yeah, I'm summoning a snowdrift over
A
his head.
huge, sort of malicious grin on his face as he rushes towards you after having hit you with a snowball. You see him coming, step forward, and just conjure a huge blanket of snow above him. As he does not see it at all, as it just collapses right on top of him. So he takes another hit, and he is partially buried underneath the snow. What the hell? But then obviously keep moving, or
So that was 5. I'm gonna get back behind here, and so that is an action. I'm gonna get back behind here, and so he does that count as 1 hit for him?
yeah,
Okay.
he's currently buried beneath the snow. However,
Actually, I'm gonna jump back over here. I'm gonna go, I'm sorry.
right. That means it'll go to Aloysius.
Excellent work, Kisbin. Allow me to finish it off. And I'm going to cast the Mage Hand again to just smack him in the face with an extra bit of snow. And you said that's just going to be a spell attack.
Yeah.
That's a crit.
Oh. It does hit him as he's like still trying to struggle up against, sort of struggle from underneath the snow. He looks up just in time to get a snowball straight to the face. He goes, "Ah!" as he just tumbles backwards into the drift of snow. He is out.
Straight up his nose.
There was ice in
nice
that.
shot.
You could have killed me.
Do not start what you cannot finish. I'm just gonna hide back here
What the
with
fuck?
Kisbin
Nick and
for right now.
Ricker in general playing Warframe.
Let's see. All right.
Whatever. They're not having real fun.
Yeah. Snowball fighting, real fun. Let's see. 60-foot range. The snowman's no longer there because the snowman moved and melted. He'll take a shot at you, Aloysius, with disadvantage. Well, it's gonna be an 8. As it just
That's a miss.
arches over your shoulder and impacts the wall, but he is then going to dive back into cover behind the trees. Goes, unfortunately knocks you out. Unless you want to try to cheat.
No, I talked shit and I went down, so I'm going like I'm bleeding out.
It's gonna go to Delia. She's gonna run back up to her front cover here, her 3/4 cover, and lift up a snowball and try to throw a shot at Kisbin. You have +5 armor class because you're behind 3/4 cover. So, that's only gonna be a 13.
That is my armor class, so that's a miss.
Right. You hunker behind the wall as it just hits harmlessly on the outside as she continues ducking underneath. It goes... Butch is going to make a sleight of hand to try to cheat because he's the fucking he's your rival. So he's gonna make a sleight of hand versus your perception, your passive perception. gonna be a 13.
I've got a 14.
Everyone's passive perception.
Everyone's passive perception that can see him.
I got a 14.
Right. Aloysius, you see him starting to ball up snow in his hand, surreptitiously trying to form a snowball where you can't see him making it. But that
Its passive perception is just 10 plus perception.
10 plus perception bonus.
That is a 9.
Wow, you're blind.
You know.
Aloysius, you see him preparing a snowball to surreptitiously throw. Kisben, you don't, as it goes to you.
Oh, whoops. I didn't want to do that. Sorry.
Well, I'll say that snowman is not there anymore, so...
I was just trying to map out space.
I don't want to burn all of our spells on the first encounter.
Why not? This is a schoolyard snowball fight. This is as serious as
That
it
is
gets.
true.
I didn't realize I only have 2 spell slots. And I already used one on Scorching Ray.
Where's the initiative?
Where's
Okay, Aloysius goes after me.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look up at Aloysius because I'm assuming he's 4 or 5 feet taller than me. I'm gonna say, I have an idea, and I want to hold my turn until Aloysius throws a snowball to cast a spell. I will tell you what the spell is if you wish.
Alright, you gotta let me know now because I wasn't planning on throwing any snowball.
I will tell him my idea. Throw a snowball. That's my
I will
idea.
put my faith in you.
What?
I will put my faith in you.
I have an idea. Because I know Butch has been hit at least once from me, right?
Butch is down.
Butch is down.
Butch is down. And so, is it just Delia?
Delia and Lil Dupree, who's way up top,
he's getting
hiding
held.
behind trees.
Okay, throw a snowball at Delia.
She only has 1 hit left.
I have a very cool idea, but I don't know if I want to waste it on one. Okay, in that case, I will explain my idea. But I say, we need to take care of Delia and get into position to throw a snowball at him. And I will try and we'll get some World War II tactics over here. I'm gonna try and get invalidating fire on Delia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna the fawn is down, right?
Yes.
She's laying down. Okay. I'm gonna throw. I'm assuming that's disadvantage.
You have disadvantage because it's more than 30 feet, and she's also still behind her cover from there.
Three.
Damn.
Unfortunately, it just impacts the outside as she continues hiding behind it. Every now and then her head darting up to look over the edge.
You're fortifying her defenses.
No, wait, no. She actually only had half cover, but it still wouldn't matter. I forgot, part of her shit has been melted away. But
That is the end of my turn.
goes to Aloysius.
Because we have to take care of Delia first.
Alright, I'm gonna hop over the thing. 30 feet. So I'll throw at her from up here.
Alright. A flanking maneuver. She's still
rather-
looking down at Kisben whenever you're doing this.
Casting Mage Hand. Because there's no reason for me to be throwing myself. That's a 16.
Alright. It arches over, flying over Butch. It is going to hit Delia. Wait, hold on.
Alas, fair Delia, that we should find ourselves on
You can see
opposite sides.
Butch tries to throw the snowball he was making up to intercept the snowball, misses wildly. And it still hits Delia. She goes down too. Alright. Lil Dupree is kind of backed into a corner here. He's going to step out. He's going to throw a snowball down at you, Aloysius. You got cover. He's got disadvantage. That's a critical miss. As it just flies. You can see Butch almost gets up to angrily throw a snowball at you, and Lil Dupree's snowball just smacks him right in the face as he tumbles backwards, and Lil Dupree says, "Sorry, boss!" and is going to continue taking cover behind the tree. You've got him pretty well pinned at this point, as it goes to Kisbin.
Okay. I am going to sprint. So is the tree acting as cover?
The tree is his cover, yes.
I'm going to sprint. Oh, I'm small. Oh shit. This is awful. Because I really want to do this because it's real fucking cool. Okay. I am going to sprint over here. I can't hold an action. We need to draw him out of the cover. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try it. Up to here. Is the snowman? The snowman is just a puddle.
Snowman is a puddle, yes. He got melted
Does not
away.
provide cover.
He does not provide any cover.
I am going to go here, and I will. Can I cast Minor Illusion of like a faculty member over here?
Sure.
Like, you know, I can't. It's Minor Illusion, so I can't make a sound. But something to get him to leave the cover.
Alright. You have three options.
I know that means I can't prepare a spell, but I'll wait till next round.
I'll give you three options. Or four
Okay.
options to the teachers you can choose. You can choose Headmaster Al Duncan. He's right. He's can be stern, but he's quite kindly. Professor Ingra. She is distracting in her own right, if you know what I say. She is extremely beautiful. And just about the sweetest teacher in the school. Everybody loves her. And then there is Professor Uziel, the Doom Master. Resident professor of necromancy. He doesn't actually talk at all. Everybody's pretty much terrified of him. And he is constantly has the smell of death about him. And he's got a bad habit of reanimating the dead cooked food at dinner.
I'm going
There is
to
also
summon...
I would say there's also Groundskeeper Chili. He's the
I'm gonna
winter eladrin
summon-
that hangs out.
I'm gonna summon the necromancer dude just standing right in the corner of this guy's eye. It's 30 feet. Okay, so yeah, right there. Yeah,
Alright.
just in his view to spook him out of the tree.
What is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is fucking 15.
Alright. Alright, he is... he looks up, seeing the specter of Professor Uziel, the Doom Master, lording above him, and he, like, staggers away from the tree. He does not rush out, but you can see he believes that he's there. He says, What are you doing here, Professor? We're just having a little bit of fun. As it goes to Aloysius.
Alright, I'm going to head on up this way. Oh, whoops, that's 15. I think I'm 30? Yes. And then we'll slap him again with another mage hand.
Okay.
For 17.
Unfortunately, this time, the cover from the tree, poof, it just hits the tree, but it almost hits him.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
On the bright side, it seems that Kisben's gambit works as Lil Dupree sprints as fast as he can away from the illusory professor. Saying, I don't want any trouble, Professor, I'm sorry! 15, 20, 25, 30... Gonna duck behind this cover as well. As the Grim Spectre remains there. As it goes to you, Kisben.
Okay. I'm gonna run around. I'm still determined to do this. I'm gonna run to right here. I want to like kind of duck down in between the line of fire from Lou and this guy. It's like right about there. And I'm gonna hold my action to cast the spell when Lou attacks.
Alright, well.
I'll tell it that. It's like, throw a ball, throw a snowball.
Alright, I'm gonna head up over here. And just because I want to feel the personal throwing of it, I'm going to throw one myself.
I cast enlarge on a snowball!
I crit it!
Alright.
I cast enlarge on his snowball.
The snowball grows in size, becoming from a small handful of snow to a massive flying boulder of snow as it hits Lil Dupree. I think that's enough to deal 2 worth of damage as it just completely buries him.
So happy.
As you can see,
and it's a crit.
he is completely buried beneath it. You can see his hands frantically clawing away the snow from his face as he's left with just his shoulders above it. As he angrily looks at you and continues sort of waddling and trying to get himself out. He is, like I said, that's gonna be 2.
I'm so happy.
Butch sort of slowly rises to his feet. He says, "You got fucking lucky."
This victory shall be written down in the history of the Baster family.
There's no luck in war.
If Butch comes up and says something, I hide behind him.
Yeah. What's the Baster family gonna say about these scars? As he lifts up his hand, and you can see several magic missiles begin to fly out of his fingertips right at you. But there is a booming voice that says, "What the hell do you think you're doing, lad?" As basically the magic missiles just, as right before they hit you, there's a shield spell that's cast over you. An annoyed-looking Winter Eladrin that has what appears to be a large boar, sort of dragging behind him on a sled, recently killed, the faintest little bit of pink left in the snow. Groundskeeper Chili. His eyebrows furrowed, anger in his eyes, despite the fact that his nature is one to be cold and distant. He takes the safety of the students exceedingly seriously. That's Groundskeeper Chili right there.
The illusion is dispelled.
You know that there's not any students of any harmful effect to be cast on other students, don't you, Butch? Or should I call you a little bitch?
Damn.
That's right, I know your family. I know where you come from, lad. Why don't you run along? Go wash your hands and get ready for dinner. You can see Butch starts to protest as Groundskeeper Chili leans in. That wasn't a request.
Hey, Colin.
Yeah.
Can I use my mage hand to try to tie Butch's shoes together while groundskeeper Chili's talking to him?
Sure.
Thank you. Do you want me to roll something for that?
Yeah, roll a arcane or intelligent based sleight of hand check.
Okay, that's fine. I bet you're ready for this. 19, that's pretty good.
He does not notice.
Excellent.
As you can see, Butch begins to sort of shy away as groundskeeper Chili, the Winter Eladrin, sort of leers over him. He casts a quick eye over the boar to the boar that's being carried on the sled behind him. Still has an arrow pierced through it. That's right, lad. Just be glad that I found you instead of the headmaster found you, because you'd be in a world of trouble. Now get your snot nose up to your room, wash up, get ready for dinner, you little shit. Groundskeeper Chili is not like your other professors. He's not nice. He's not cruel, but he's not nice. He doesn't take shit from kids. In fact, you secretly suspect he hates his job, but he does it anyways. Butch takes off running and just falls face first.
Aloysius just waves at him from a distance. See you later, Butchie boy!
Let's get out of here, guys! Screw you, Chili, and screw the rest of you! He gets up, unties his shoes, and the group takes off running. As you all sort of gather together around Groundskeeper Chili as he sort of shakes his head. The specter of Uziel the Doom Master disappears. And Groundskeeper Chili just comes up to you and says, Butch causing you any trouble?
He could never cause trouble for us.
I'm assuming I'm terrified of Groundskeeper Chili, so I'm gonna stand over here.
Pretty nice. He's always been pretty reasonably nice to you.
Oh, alright.
I mean, as much as a shit stain can be.
Well, you know how this school is. Accepts everyone. And he's young, he's still got time to learn. Kids can be real little shits. I've seen it, you all do your fair share of mischief in your day.
Well,
that's not at all, never.
He's shitting you. We started it.
I am
To a
here,
degree.
I'm just not on screen.
Run along, wash up for dinner. His emotions for the boar. It's gonna be a big feast tonight. You know how the headmaster can be about the kids that are stuck behind. Wants to give him a fine and proper Christmas. I suppose he's a good sort like that.
Or sir, we'll be sure to clean up real nice for the feast.
And don't you go chasing after Butch. I know he's a little shit. The same rules apply. He can't hurt you, you can't hurt him.
Yes, sir.
He continues dragging the boar away. Each of you goes to wash up. You're covered in snow and sweat. However, there is still an air of excitement in the air. There's not many students here, but there's still no doubt a grand feast to be had. With the servants of the household preparing an incredible spread, one that is even better than the normal dinners that you have, which are quite elaborate and quite filling. Is there anything anyone would like to do, or I'm just going to move you straight to the...
We got directly told to go, so better go.
See.
Connor's like a lost puppy, so he'll just follow us anyway.
Just really quickly, would this count as a short rest? I just want to know if I get my spell slot back.
There is, like I said, technically there is time for you to go wash up and probably have a nap. I mean, he's still got to cook an entire boar, so... Let me hear the Great Hall scene.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. To many, the Great Hall would appear a wonder. There are colored orbs that float through the air, casting strange light across the beautifully polished wooden tables. The carpets are lush underfoot, clean, not even the faintest hint of threadbare, despite the fact that hundreds, perhaps thousands of students walk over it every year. A massive tree sits at the far end of the hall, behind where the headmaster usually sat. Typically, there would be a statue to the school's founder there. However, that statue has been shrunk down and used as a tree topper for the festive time of year. Fireplaces line the far walls, each one lit with an ever-burning fire that casts heat across the otherwise stark and cold, stony room. You can see that Professor Ingra and Professor Uziel the Doomstalker sit up by the, basically, at the staff tables, essentially, looking onward. Groundskeeper Chili, you can see, sits next to Professor Ingra. Every now and then he leans in, saying something he thinks is funny, but you can see Professor Ingra merely kind of rolls her eyes and shakes her head. Headmaster Al Duncan, however, has joined you at the actual tables themselves, where you see there is, you're happy to see Groundskeeper Chili's roast pig on a fine platter, as well as an entire spread of vegetables, fruits, various tubers as well. Many of Headmaster Al Duncan has taken the time to have the chefs even prepare sort of local dishes to you, things you would have grown up with, understanding that sometimes it's hard to be away from home in the holidays. He sits across from you, smiling broadly, eating his fill as well. Delia, Butch, and Lil Dupree sit far away from you, at the end of the table, every now and then casting glares at you. As Headmaster Al Duncan smiles and says, "How is the food? Are you enjoying yourselves?"
Well, nothing can compare to the cuisine from the chefs at home, but this is a satisfactory facsimile.
It's really, 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 really good.
I don't talk because my face is stuffed.
My heart too yearns for home every now and then, unfortunately. Sometimes you can't make it. But, you know what? While you're here, I hope that you can call this something akin to home.
I just want to say, compared to Nox, Aloysius is being very delicate with the utensils.
You sit before a large serving of, like, a really nice flaky white fish. And what appears to be basically potatoes that have been fried, except they're not French fries, they're like half potatoes that have been fried. That one is one I grew up with.
Fantastic.
He says, I grew up...
Are you talking like medallions?
Yes.
Yeah.
He says,
Cool.
I grew up with that dish myself. Every Christmas
Especially
I have
with
it. Reminds me of home. You might want to try putting a little bit of vinegar on it. Just the faintest hint.
Oh, of course. You know, just being a little ass-kissy. Just a little bit.
It's good. I mean, it's basically like putting malt vinegar on fish and chips.
You know, I've never done that.
It's delicious. I love malt vinegar.
I've never really had fish and chips. Not a big
I do
seafood
like
fan.
fish and chips with malt vinegar. It's real
Blue,
good.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. If you're not a seafood fan, have fish and chips.
It's delicious.
It's the least seafood dish you can possibly have. You will convert.
You can see there's a little bit of a.
You want to talk like a nap taking meal?
There's a little bit of a sad look on Headmaster Al Duncan's face as he sort of thinks of home and talks of the local cuisine. He's stout and stocky, a dwarf of considerable years. He listens to you attentively, every now and then asking you questions about your home and your goals in the school, complimenting each of you on how well you're doing, despite the fact that you may not be doing that well. After a while, groundskeeper Chili sort of gets up and, a little bit frustrated that his advances on Professor Ingra have been rebuffed, he's going to head out saying, "Grounds ain't gonna keep themselves, right?" As groundskeeper Chili is gonna head out. I suspect he's as lonely as the rest of us this time of year. Doesn't like to show it, that one. So, I hope you all have know what you want for Christmas.
I'm Jewish.
He shakes his head and says, "Ooh, you're in the wrong school."
I've been holding that for hours.
It's not good. Not good.
Kisbin slowly reaches to the top of his head and stealthily removes a yarmulke.
He's like, we're gonna have to burn all of this food.
Oh no!
Oh no, Headmaster Al Duncan's a racist.
Is anyone really shocked?
Did he even make sure it was all kosher? I mean, come on.
I mean, you're eating a suckling pig. He says, "Don't worry.
What's kosher?
Don't worry.
Yeah.
We understand we have many students from many different regions. All forms of celebration are welcome here." Well,
No, I was kidding. I will be excited for Christmas.
what would you like for Christmas, young man? Come sit on Master Al Duncan's lap.
Negative.
Kisbin, surely there's something you would be wishing for.
A new book. I finished my old one. I'm all out of equations. I need a new book.
Well, that was the fucking nerdiest thing you could ever say.
I'm
Dude.
the what is it? Quandrix? Is it
How utterly
Quandrix?
mundane.
Yeah, Quandrix. I'm the fucking math nerd.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. He smiles. And what about you, young lady? Motioning to Jude Knox.
A gun.
Done. Unknown problem. Have not invented bullets yet.
Damn it.
You might have to get on that.
Okay. Okay, for your Christmas one shot, is there like black powder or not, Colin?
There was not, but there can be.
Okay. Well, serious answer would be a gun, but if that's not allowed, I will say firework. Like
Red Ryder
firework.
BB gun.
And what about you, Aloysius?
World peace.
Great Headmaster. How...
I was like, you want a mask to cover up that fuck ugly face? Oh, I'm sorry, my
all of Colin's NPCs.
My asshole just
peasantry. Why? There's nothing to really want for.
Well, everyone wants something, even if it's something quite simple.
The clan can easily provide. So he just sort of stares off.
I'm gonna get you a Kermit the Frog. How do you feel about Kermit the Frog? Alright. He smiles.
We got a gun, and we got nothing.
He says, "You want nothing? We all want what we see in the mirror. You're nothing!" That's not what Headmaster Al Duncan would say, that's me being an asshole.
I know. If you're really looking for something, he hasn't heard from his dad in a while. He's kind of been keeping quiet.
He's dead, Craig. Sorry.
Blue, it's supposed to be a happy game. Fuck.
I know. It's his patron.
Well...
Your dad is your patron?
Yup.
That's
He's
nice.
an Earth Ganassi that prays to the Jinn.
Boy, I thought that last word was gonna be different.
Let's talk about some nepotism here. Dad's giving you all the power.
Oh my god.
But he's not talking to him. So he's not getting the power.
Well, I'm afraid I have not heard from your father recently. But I do send him updates. How you're doing? Quite well. Quite well. Very impressive. Well. He sort of smiles and says, "Why don't you all go pick out a present from underneath the Christmas tree?"
Oh boy. Can I get Kizbin since he's Jewish?
Now, we welcome all faiths of all
That
kinds
just
here.
means I get 8 presents.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but you get 8 crappy ones.
All
You
right.
You get 8 pieces
Such
of
is
chocolate
life.
wrapped in
Such is
gold,
life as a
gold
Jew.
coins.
Before he finishes, I'm up there.
I suppose I shall partake of your experience here.
Can we talk about
Don't want to be
how
left out.
Headmaster... What's his name?
Al
Ginger-
Duncan.
Headmaster Al Duncan looks like he throws back kegs and throws back fists.
I mean, he is a dwarf headmaster, and he absolutely can.
Like, goddamn.
You can see, and then he, as you're doing that, he also moves down the table and he starts talking to Ilya, Butch, and Lil Dupree. But you make your way up to the...
Is it just us 6?
Just you 6, yes. Despite the fact there are many, many students, most of them have a home to go to.
Well, yeah, if I remember correctly, like, in Harry Potter, it was never more than, like, 5 students.
They,
that
like,
stayed
there's not that many people that stayed in Harry Potter. That being said, each of you makes your way to the tree as Headmaster Al Duncan heads down to talk to Ilya, Bitch, and Lil Dupree. No doubt to ask the same questions that he asked you. How are you doing? Is the food okay? What do you want for Christmas? That kind of thing. You pass by Professor Ingra, who smiles at you, and Professor Uziel, the Doom Master, who you think smiles at you? You're not quite sure. You can see currently, it looks like he has taken a roast pheasant and completely stripped it of all of the flesh and meat and has reanimated the bones as it sort of awkwardly flaps its bony wings. There are presents under the tree. Each one of them with a tag, most of them blank. However, you can see as you look through them a tag that pops up with your name almost magically. As you flip it over, you can see it slowly writes itself. Right. Kizbin,
Yes.
yours is a somewhat squat but long package in a beautiful kind of purple sort of wrapping paper with gold bows all over it. As you pull it open and find a Quandrix Primer, a book, a magic textbook. Not super common, even amongst the sort of college itself. Not uncommon, but not rare, but not super common. Whenever you have this book, it has 3 charges. Regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. If you make an Intelligence, Arcana, or Intelligence Nature check while holding the primer, you can expend a charge to give yourself a d4 bonus to the check. In addition, if you study the primer at the end of a long rest, you can choose a first level spell from the Druid or Wizard spell list. Before you finish the next long rest, before you finish your next long rest, you can cast the chosen spell once without a spell slot.
Wait, from what spell list?
Druid or Wizard.
Yo.
You get a free first level spell to cast, and the bonus to your Arcana.
Is there an item for this, or
yes, actually, Quandrix Primer. You can add it. All right. Next up, Aloysius. You sort of very, a little bit sad still thinking about your dad, the genie.
Aww.
Find yourself looking at what appears to be a very thin but long box.
He's a rather busy man.
It is maybe 2 feet long. At the same time, it's no more than like 4 inches across. Wrapped in what appears to be simple brown parchment paper and tied with parcel string. You eagerly open it and find that it is a rod that is shaped into a mighty dowel. It does bear a passing resemblance to your father, a rod of the Pact Keeper. +1.
Fucking fancy.
Alright. Meanwhile, Nox. Not, whatever your name is.
Nox the Knot.
Nox.
Brave. The Nut. Nox. Canucks.
Alright. Yours is much like the Rod of the Pact Keeper. It is not nearly as long, however. Extremely thin. This one only maybe a foot. You pull it out and you see that it is a beautifully crafted yew wand that has roughly carved flames up the side of it. Powerful weapon, a wand of fireballs.
What a fucking mistake you've made.
It would be, you already know it would not work in the school. The school has, it would basically, the spells fizzle whenever you cast them on the actual school.
I was about to say, I was just gonna look over there and be like, don't burn us down now, okay?
And you already know that would not work.
It's not a gun.
But you get a wand of fireballs, which is an extremely
Legally
powerful
distinct.
magical item.
Eh.
You can see Headmaster Al Duncan as you look over your new gifts with excitement. You can see Professor Al Duncan sits talking with Delia, Butch, and Lowell Dupree. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Oh yeah, 18.
11.
Aloysius, you can see that Headmaster Al Duncan and Kisbin, you also got an 18, Kisbin, and Aloysius, you can see that Headmaster Al Duncan is taking on a slightly different posture. He's a little bit more stern and serious. There's almost like a more fatherly look on his face as he talks to the 3 of them. The 3 of them have their eyes sort of downtrodden. You can see Butch in particular has his face in a slight frown or a scowl. You're not quite sure of which. Their heads hung sort of slightly low. It's as you're looking at this that the front door just kind of opens up, and you can see Groundskeeper Chili staggers in. His normally blue exterior is coated with red, as he has blood pouring openly from wounds across his body. As he looks up, and with a faint, strangled cry, he says, "Glinba." It just peels down onto the ground, blood pouring out onto the ground, this sort of soaking into the carpet as Headmaster Al Duncan leaps up, clearing the table, as Professor Ingra and Uziel also begin rushing downwards.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
My nose is buried in my book.
Oh, Groundskeeper Chili getting the shit beat out of him? No big deal. You can see even Dupree, Dealey, and Butch rush down, a shocked look on their face as you each gather around. You can see Groundskeeper Chili is clinging to life, his sort of mouth muttering the quiet words, Glyn, Papa, Glyn, Papa.
Can I use my Strixhaven Initiate healing word on him, Colin?
Sure.
Cool. He gets 5 hit points.
The wounds knit closed a little bit. As Headmaster Al Duncan and you can see Professor Ingra all gather around and cast healing on him as well. Uziel, the Doom Master, sort of sighs and shakes his head, a little bit disappointed. But
My God.
I mean, that's good meat he could have used.
I want to peek outside the door.
You can see, by now it is dark outside. And while previously in the day there was a light snow, the winds are just beginning to swirl about. Not a simple dusting of snow, now entirely a blizzard that is just swirling all about.
So I understand it's a blizzard, so I think I know the answer to this. I do have superior dark vision up to 120 feet. Do I see anything?
You do not see anything.
It's real rough out there.
Pretty bad out there.
Oh my God.
Pretty bad in
It's
here,
in the
too.
building.
They're everywhere!
Oh, no.
The weather
Does that mean
outside is frightening.
If Groundskeeper Chili's power wanes, the facilities like start to degrade
That'd
as
be
he
sick
weakens?
as fuck.
No.
Alright, let's make those
The
snow
enchanted
the weather
ceiling
inside
stops
is
being
frightful.
enchanted.
But you can see, roll an insight check.
Everyone or just
Everyone.
Kisben? Another one?
Easy.
Okay. That is a non-natural 20.
21.
Headmaster Al Duncan's face is stoic, but you can see at the mere mention of the name Glinfaba, Professor Ingra furrows her brow. You can see a faint sheen of sweat begin to bead on her brow as she looks over to the headmaster, who just sort of shakes his head slightly. The two look over at Professor Uziel, and you can see Headmaster Al Duncan says, "I think it would be best if you students stayed in the Great Hall for now. Professor Ingra, I will leave you in charge of safety of the students and the health of Groundskeeper Chili. Uziel, if you would join me." As very sternly and seriously, Headmaster Al Duncan walks out the door with Uziel behind him, and they shut the door behind them, and you hear a faint and the
Okay.
door glows slightly. As the two walk off. You can...
Wait, it glows?
Yes, the door itself glowed.
Like they locked us in here?
Like they cast a magical lock on the door.
Hmm.
Professor Ingress sort of says, "There's no need to panic, students. No need to panic. The headmaster and Professor Uziel can handle this. They can handle her well. If you would all feel free to partake of some hot chocolate.
What's a Glenfaba? Why is it here?
That's that's not important. Since you should be enjoying your Yuletide, you don't need to have such dire thoughts on your head. Hot chocolate. Who wants marshmallows?
Marshmallows of deceit.
Marshmallows aren't kosher.
Butch says, "Yo, I wouldn't mind having a look at her marshmallows."
That's rude.
Are we sure we can't just send Butch out?
Hey, if you sent me out, I'd be able to deal with it. I'm the best student in this school.
Butch, you can't fucking not
Only if
tie
I
your
were
shoes
not here.
together.
You can't not tie your shoes together.
I have
The
not
power.
the best intelligence score.
Yeah, well, screw you.
Yeah, good one.
Stop arguing, children.
If I wanted my comeback, I'd have wiped it off your mother's chin.
Grounds keep it chilly.
Leaving groundskeeper.
She sets him up on the table. You can see he weakly begins sipping some hot chocolate, muttering to himself, "Bitch. I saw her. She was there. Rolled over me like an avalanche. That's not necessarily chilly. No talk about that right now. Headmaster is going to be able to deal with it, as Uziel is the most capable professor in this entire college. Between the two of them, it'll be taken care of. There's no need to worry anyone over that. Even so, you find, despite the fact that Delia, Butch, and Lil Dupree don't like you, they still sit close to you. Everyone gathered around the tables.
Can I cast Frostbite on Butch's hot chocolate mug? Like
You
under
can.
the teeth.
Alright, you cast Frostbite as he takes a sip. Ah, hot chocolate. More like cold chocolate. Geez, Professor, what sort of shit are these elves baking these days? Maybe you should hire some decent staff. Am I right? He is sort of elbows Dealey on the side, then he looks at Kisbin. Am I right? Huh?
I point confused at the clear steam rising out of my mug. And I drink it, and I'm like...
You're gonna burn your tongue, you idiot.
Kisbin will remember that.
Butch looks over at Dealey and Lil Dupree's. Mugs are also steaming. He just says, "Huh. I guess I just got a cold one. They poured mine off the bottom or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyways."
Don't like you.
Professor, who the hell is Glenfaba? Like, is that a thing? Is that a disease? You have an STD, Professor?
Jeez.
It's not important, children. Glenfaba is just an... She was an old student that went here many, many years ago. Even so, I think it would be best if we all prepare to stay the night in the Great Hall. I can conjure you up pillows and blankets and things like that.
Is she a conjuration professor?
She is.
That makes me very happy.
Cool. So, Colin, are these like normal windows? Do
Yes,
they have like
they are normal
latches and
windows.
stuff?
I mean, they're normal windows. They're made
Are
of.
they normal windows that are like 50 feet high?
Yeah, they're huge windows.
So they don't open, is what?
No, you'd have to break them. They are made of glass, though.
Hmm.
Um, um, um. I, having read books before, I'm going to flip through the Quandrix primer. Quandrix? Is that how I say that?
Quandrix.
Quandrix primer to see if there's a checkout list and look at the names that are in the list of the previous book owners. Because that's how books work.
Yes.
Whoa.
What are the odds that you'll get her book?
You know, I've read a book before.
Like, you gotta figure the odds are good, because this is a Dungeons and Dragons game.
I have Miss Dixon's Latin book, so...
Miss Dixon, the Latin teacher?
Yeah,
I think I took Latin through Latin too.
I got her original issue book for when she was studying, and I fucking stole it. I don't give a fuck.
Do you think she's still fat?
She's losing weight because she's a nerd. She was part of the big Ashley layoff of where they lost like 6 professors.
You opened the Quandrix primer, and there is no Glinfaba there. Sorry,
No.
she was not. She wasn't in Quandrix.
Oh, so Quandrix isn't. It's like your house.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. How did they get 2 such identical
Oh,
pigs?
but I
for
had my
this feast?
I had my person right on the bench.
Too bad.
Colin's gonna teleport us to our devs.
You're all neatly lined up.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
One lightning bolt.
Are these like are these piles of rug, or is it just a geometric design on the floor?
It's like a geometric design on the floor.
Okay. It looked like piles of squares.
That's the only way I can make a rug look like that.
No, that's really cool.
Alright. The night passes on and the lights begin to dim. The hot cocoa grows chill. Professor Ingrid sits on edge, nervously looking out towards the door every now and then, and yet you hear nothing but the wind swirling about, the sound of ice pelting up against the windows every now and then. At about midnight or so, she says, "Well, I think it would be best for you to turn, and I know it's not as comfortable as your rooms, but under the circumstances, I think it would be safest if we all stay together in the Great Hall tonight." Groundskeeper Chili at this point is doing much better, his wounds having knitted closed. He is going to stand guard down by the door. And
What time is it?
it's 11.
It's 11?
Yep, getting pretty late. Ingrid is going to stay up around here.
Well, I have no qualms with this, but hey, Delia, if you're ever tired of those 2 bozos, you could always come over here and snuggle up with me.
Oh my god.
Lou, who are you?
I don't fucking know.
Who are you? Lou!
I've
Lou,
changed like
Lou,
3 or 4 different times.
Roleplay! Just do it with Reed!
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion check, Lou.
Oh, that was almost a critical fail, and I was gonna laugh my ass off. It's a 16.
Delia giggles a little bit and smiles as Butch says, "What the fuck are you talking about? Ain't nobody wants you, Rockman. Not even your dad wanted you, that's why you're here."
That actually hurts. Ouch.
So Butch, you're also you're here too.
Yeah, because my dad paid the most money.
I'm an orphan, and I will continue reading.
Yeah, no, your father killed himself when he saw you come out, Kisbin. Who can blame him?
Oh, so you're saying he pays an exorbitant amount of money to put you somewhere where he doesn't have to see?
Hold on now, there's no need to be rude.
Did you hear what you said to him?
He's a Jerry.
Yeah, but he doesn't really matter, you know? Now you, Nox, you can come hang with a decent crew if you want. I'm gonna leave those bozos behind.
Damn.
Old Butch and Lil
Now,
Dupree,
I
we can
flirted
take care of you.
Wow.
Damn, just stealing your line.
Exactly.
So Delia does not seem affected at all. She didn't want to come over.
She giggled.
She
Oh no,
giggled.
she giggled a bit.
Okay.
We didn't get a no.
You did not get a no.
Not gonna know. God, this isn't gonna work. Colin, can I purple nurple him with my mage hand?
I love the fact that he's just like, can I just fuck with this dude using Mage Hand in every way possible?
You almost get a chance to before there's a loud boom that echoes throughout the entirety of the hall.
I'm thinking about it.
Next time there's gonna be like a wet willy, then he's gonna do, you know.
Wait, so there was a giant thud, right?
A big boom that echoes throughout the hall.
Oh,
From
Butch,
the
it sounds
doorway.
like your mom's here.
Fuck!
Hey, fuck you, asshole. At least I know who my mom is.
Game's over. Everybody go home. We're all asleep. Tommy's here to play.
I flip him off, but then my mage hand also flips him off at the same time.
I summon Big B's hand to also flip him off.
He casts counterspell on your mage hand and then sticks his tongue out at you.
What a fucking dick.
Ow. I don't
Jeez,
have Big B's
it's a shame I don't have no counter smell. That way we could deal with you, Nox.
Also, you flirt with me 1 second and then go to grade school and
Well,
I whisper under my breath. That was actually pretty good.
That's pretty good.
at this point,
Alright.
Ingress walks down the steps, while Groundskeeper Chili walks to the door nervously. Step away from the door, Chili. Children, get up by the tree.
Every time you say this man's name, I just immediately picture Eric Ganassi, John Travolta, and I hate it.
I'm trying to get as close to the door without them saying as I can.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay. I ain't got no
I'm going
dicks.
to crawl under the table. 'Cause I'm very tired.
That's pretty smart. That's not bad for me. 11.
I said get back away from the door.
21!
Alright.
I'm
Alright.
army low crawling under the table.
Alright.
If we're doing this, then I'm going to, shoot, I should be able to do it as a feat, right? Where's my, like, merge with stone?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Feature.
Yes, there it is. Pass without trace. Is that the one I'm looking for? Veil of Shadows silence irradiates you. Oh, and your companions. I didn't realize that one. So we all get plus 10 to stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Are you doing pass without trace?
Yes.
Yeah, that's merge with
Okay.
stone. If he's near stone, he can do it. Zara did the same thing.
Okay, so does that mean I actually get a 21 call?
I mean, yeah, if you're within the range of it, whenever it's.
I
you
figure
do it.
since we're a crew, we stick together, man.
30.
Except for
I
Kisben. who's
disappeared. I am
a
one
ninja.
with the table.
You know, probably much smarter than the rest of you. Butch, Delia, and Lil Dupree, they're gonna do what they're told and actually get the fuck away from the door.
Butch is afraid of his mom.
Tommy, your mom beats you. You can't even say that.
It's true.
At least his mom can pick up the fucking arms.
At least my dad just doesn't talk to me.
Alright.
At least Tommy's mom can lift his arms.
Guess
Her
what?
arms.
Damn.
There's another bang as the door slams open, and Boral, Professor Ingra, and Chili are thrown backwards as they see, standing in the doorway, what appears to be a woman. Beautiful woman. She is...
Is it? Which is mom.
Bush's mom is hot.
Hell yeah. Her skin is almost like ghostly pale. She wears a pointed black hat. Cast aside. She just kind of strides in. I don't know if you can see that she's hot, but she's hot. I'm looking around.
No, it's the woman from Resident Evil. It's the big woman.
Oh my god.
Tommy was right.
It's been too long since I've been here. It's always nice to go back to where you grew up and to burn it to the ground. And we're gonna pause it right there because I have to go pee. Standing there in the doorway, the faint light of what appears to be shimmering silvery moon up above, despite the fact that the snow swirls all around, glittering off the snow, you see a beautiful woman clad in black. Her eyes glow faintly blue as she looks around. Almost a wistful look on her face. She says, "It's good to be home. Now I'm going to tear it all to the ground." There is a shattering sound as all of a sudden the windows, several of the windows smash inwards, scattering glass across the entire expanse of the Great Hall as several hulking, snowy monsters begin pulling themselves in.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a wildfire spirit. That's not the right one.
Oh no, Karak was here!
Rock was here.
I seek the school that I seek.
Alright.
Wait, that's his other character.
Yes. Wicked Witch 2! It's Colin's new stage play, Wicked Witch 2. Alright, boys, no initiative, let's go. Ooh, that's good for me. Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that as a warlock, I get like 2 spell slots and that's it.
Yeah, so like I said when you were asking earlier, warlocks are not casters. They are non-casters that have access to spells.
I'm gonna assume Groundskeeper Chili's dex is probably better than mine, Colin.
Groundskeeper Chili actually has pretty decent dex there, so...
Yeah, I was like, I have 0.
Yeah, warlocks are caster adjacent that get a whole lot of bonus shit. You get literally access to things that just aren't possible. The invocations are the bread and butter of your class. Learn to love your cantrips. Learn to Eldritch Blast.
That's why I like Spellblade so much. Just run around with a summoned 2-hander, chopping people up. Pretty fun. Oh, also, my Warlock idea, Connor, didn't completely tell you. Well, actually, I was talking about the hair thing. Found out Symbiote for the subclasses in Volta's pretty good
Alright.
for that.
Wounded. Wait, let me begin combat. Wounded, Groundskeeper Chili, seeing, sort of looking behind him at the assembled students, is going to throw himself at the witch, saying, "Get out of here, you damn she-devil! I'm not gonna let you lay a finger on these kids!" As he's going to, he's currently unarmed, but he's a stocky fellow. There's quite a bit of power. as he is going to make an attack roll. Unfortunately, she easily dodges him to the side. You can see his face is still sunken in from blood loss. You healed him, but he still has wounds, essentially. You're the one that set those damn beasts on me on the road, weren't ya?
Damn.
Goes to Nox.
Okay. Are the... One, I want to know mainly about the witch, Colin. Is she like some type of like entity that isn't like humanoid? In other words, aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, etc., undead.
I mean, she looks human.
Okay, so I can't really tell. Do I know any legends about her?
Well, you can roll a history
anything?
check
Alright.
as a bonus
We'll try.
action.
We'll try that. Nope. I got nothing, boss. Okay, cool. We shall not do what I was going to do then.
Okay, that was just the bonus action, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay, spend, I think, a sorcery. Here, let me check range. Yeah. I'm gonna move this way, kind of in between these shitlords here. And I'm gonna twin spell, spend a sorcery point to firebolt the guy on the north and the south here. So the one to the north, man, that was unfucking fortunate. A 12 to hit the snowman to the north.
Would you believe that hits a snowman? They don't have any
Crazy.
armor on.
I'm upset.
Crazy. So that's 12 points of fire damage to that guy.
Alright, it sears into him, a huge chunk of him burning away, melting away, as it lets out almost like a howl of pain.
Phenomenal. The twin cast is going to the guy to the south. That's a super good roll. 18, needs to say that probably hits. Holy crap, a 4 and a 1. 5 points of fire damage to the guy to the south.
It's not great. It's not great,
Not
Craig.
great.
Not great, Craig. It's bad.
That's okay.
But it does still sear into him, burning off a large portion of his snowy form.
Ooh, that's a lot of guys. I'm gonna just move towards, let's see, how many? 5, 10, 15, 25. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of stay here in the middle. That's it for me.
Alright. It goes from Nox to Aloysius. Turkey
Nice
based.
plan, Nox. Glad I thought of it.
Yeah,
And then I'm going to cast Scorching Ray myself. And then I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Phenomenal.
Which, actually, since it's level 3, I didn't notice this last time. I get 4 Scorching Rays.
Correct. Scorching Ray is a real good spell if you hit.
So let's see. Can I just... That's
I think
one.
technically Magic Missile is better because it doesn't miss, but Scorching Ray is real awesome.
And by the way, I'm doing 1 to each of them.
You hear a voice says, "Not against my babies," as the witch casts
shit.
counterspell on you.
Oh, does that count?
Damn it.
Does that cancel all of them?
Wait,
It cancels the spell.
cancel the spell.
Yeah.
I do not.
You got her
have-
counterspell though.
I do not have counterspell because I was not prepared for a boss fight on day 1. I was thinking we were gonna go to sleep.
So that uses up. That still uses up my spell slot, though, right?
Yes, it just... She counters it, yep. It still uses it.
Alright, hold on. What a pain. Yeah, I have to use that as an action to regain it. That's an action for that.
Joke's on you, I'm gonna start drinking this isopropyl alcohol.
Colin, no!
I bet you can't do it.
That's
you
really
coward.
gonna get us tore up from the floor up.
My bonus actions are so bad. I don't have any, so I'm just gonna move up this way.
I buy Colin a guitar, he kills himself on camera. Merry
Those are
Christmas.
the rules.
He'd probably
You
throw
guys
up.
help.
You'd
You
be
guys
alright.
help the professors, I shall protect the others.
That is very,
Nobody should protect
very
Butch.
noble of you. As it goes to Kisben.
I have cold magic.
Professor Ingress sort of turns to you and says, "You deal with them, we'll deal with this witch."
Okay. I'm gonna low crawl under the table.
But then she says, "If things go wrong, you get the
Hey.
hell out."
Wait, no, I'm like 2 feet tall. I can probably just walk under this table.
You just sprint under the table. Your hair is brushing up against it.
I'm gonna go there. And, I'm gonna... I'll pull out a little diamond from my pocket and point it at this guy over here. And like kind of look through it with my eye. I'm gonna squint real hard and I'm gonna shoot chromatic orb fireball. Or chromatic orb fire at them. It's got a 90-foot range
Okay.
on this guy in the far corner. So it's a spell attack, right?
Is it?
I think
say.
so.
Yep.
Chromatic orbs, the spell attack.
Oh no!
That's bad.
Is this damage already halved? No, can't be. Why is it blue? I've never seen that before.
That's
Because
when
you
you
got
roll
one-
max. Or not
One max,
one.
one minimum.
It doesn't hit, so.
A critical miss is a miss.
Yeah, if you look at the damage, you roll
Oh, yeah,
1
it
8
doesn't-
and 1 1.
It doesn't hit at all. Okay. Awful.
Unfortunate. Chromatic orb just flies past him, impacting on the wall, burning up a priceless trophy that sits above a fireplace.
Oh no!
That's coming out of your tuition.
I will use my bonus action to cower in fear.
Respectable.
I think that's
That is
fair.
the anyway.
It's gonna go to the snowman. This one that you got beat up is gonna dash to run to you, Aloysius. They're all getting up in your face.
Yeah, yeah.
This one can actually dash. Spin. Attack it. This one is gonna run up and try to get Butch, Delia, and Lil Dupree. As
I can handle one.
do what?
You can handle one. Butch tried to cast magic missile on us. Come on, dude.
That's true.
Get it together, Butch.
Alright. The one that got to a Kisben is gonna be able to attack because he only had to make the 30-foot run. It's actually going. You know what? It will attack both Kisben and Nox as it breathes out a terrible, basically a line of icy shards. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Does the line originate from its mouth?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it just originates from its space, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I'm 2 feet tall and under a table.
Okay.
What was it? A dexterity save?
Yep.
Thank God I have advantage against magical effects.
14.
It's good.
Mine, for some reason, didn't roll on the tabletop, but I got natural 18 and a natural 19, so
I heard
19.
the roll sound effect.
Yeah, it's weird. It rolled on my screen, but it didn't transfer to the tabletop. But I got a 19.
Alright, if you passed, you only take half damage. 4 points of cold damage if you passed. Which I think, you both passed. So you take 4 points of cold damage. Not too bad in the grand scheme of things. As it goes to Glinfaba.
Okay.
Oh,
word kill.
she's not gonna power word kill anybody. She's not that strong. She casts power word kill on you. What do you do?
Yes. Die.
I embrace death. Fuck this school.
She turns to Groundskeeper Chili, and she's going to cast command, and she says, "Leave!" Groundskeeper Chili fails.
Wait for him to cast counterspell and say no.
Groundskeeper Chili, not very magical, actually. That's why he's the fucking groundskeeper and not a professor. Fails. Unfortunately. His eyes sort of slightly glaze over, almost turning from like a bright icy blue to a dull white, as she tells him to leave, essentially. And he will do that on his turn, essentially, as he failed. Professor Ingra is going to... she moves back and is going to cast summon less, or it's gonna summon in front.
Could you imagine if everyone had summoned lesser demons like we're...
This just becomes Pokemon.
There's just gonna be demons everywhere. Headmaster's gonna come back, be like, "Wait a second. This wasn't here whenever I left." She casts...
Just abyssal chickens eating the fucking...
You guys
Summon
remember
Fiend.
back in WoW when the fucking Infernal would turn against you and shit?
Yeah. And you had to keep rebinding it.
Yeah. Back when WoW was cool. I should say interesting.
That was a long time ago. So we're
It's
not
been
going
a
to
while.
use-
Look, I got a cat. Hi, Bert.
It's the Burt cat because
He thinks it's dinner time.
I've never seen the other. The other cat doesn't exist.
her name is Shelby.
Tetra, come here. Tetra, come here.
Right, she summons Fiend.
Come here.
It rises up from the floor as she says, "Get the hell out of my school, you bitch!"
Look, Connor. Kitty.
That's a
She's
cute.
fat.
My cats are gone. I don't know
She's
where they-
fat.
She looks upset about it though.
She does. She really likes love and affection, and she purrs all the time, but she does not like to be picked up. It's her one stipulation.
Alright. And
I could
it
go
is
get the
going
fluffy
to
basket in the house, but
Is it like you pick her up and she's like no.
immediately
Oh, sorry.
charge and attack the witch, slamming its massive shadowy tendrils into her.
She gives a warning, and then she will flail.
Okay. And a double check summon fiend. Attack roll 1. Miss. Why am I rolling fucking 2s?
haha!
Because We're not destined to win.
That's better. Her fiend is cast at 6th level, so it gets 3 attacks. As one tendril sort of slams down into the ground, slamming in to the witch, dealing relatively minor damage. Unfortunately, did not roll high. All right. Then it will go from Professor Ingrid to Butch. Shit! He's coming for us, boys! Get the fuck out of here! Scramble, spread out! They're gonna sort of scramble away from the upcoming monster, but they're all 3 gonna cast Firebolt. Give him help, boys! Protect each other! It's gonna be an attack from Butch. That's a crit from Butch. Attack from Lil Dupree is a miss. An attack from Delia. Also a miss. Well, Butch did a shit ton of damage to him. As the snowman continues rising up the stairs as Butch and Delia and Lil Dupree sort of sprint away from him. Butch catching him right in the face as he runs, though, as it goes rounds Keeper Chili, who is still fucking unarmed. He's actually gonna disengage and run out the door looking for a weapon. It's gonna go to Nox.
Hey, the fireplace is lit, Colin.
They are not currently lit. They burned low. They're lit, but their fire is low.
Okay, so they probably wouldn't melt the snowman to nothing. Okay.
You can light them up better.
True, but I can't do what I wanted to do and do that at the same time.
My balls in your mouth, baby.
Wow, good one. 20, 25, 30, think about 40. Oh, I don't know about the spell. Oh, okay, yeah. I am going to use on the guy in front of me Tasha's Mind Whip, Colin.
Whip's alright.
He needs to make an intelligence saving throw of 14.
That's not super likely. Oh, they got a 9.
Phenomenal. So my whip lashes out and it gets him in the head. He's going to take 12 points of psychic damage. And so he can't take his reaction till the end of its next turn. So I'm 5.
It stares at you slack-jawed, unable to swing.
20,
It's just
25.
staring at you menacingly.
I'll just hop around the tables and like kind of get away from it. And then on its next turn, Colin, it has to choose whether it moves, gets an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of. So that's that. Let me see if I have a bonus action thing I want to here.
Me is smart.
That's true. Nope, I don't really have any good bonus actions. So that's it for me.
Right. Goes from Nox to Aloysius.
So remind me, do spell attacks get disadvantage when used on people within 5 feet of you, or is that just
If
ranged?
they're
attacks?
ranged. If it's a ranged spell attack, then yes.
So like Eldritch Blast, if I attacked this dude right next to me, it would be disadvantage.
Yes. Unless you take Crossbow Expert. That actually gets rid of that action.
Alright. Well, in that case, Well, first I'm going to shout at Butch, hey, maybe you're not so useless after all.
I am.
And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at this one up here.
Blast him in the face.
And I get 2 beams.
Full beams.
Shit. That's an 11.
Not quite enough.
Damn it.
Well, you get 2.
Get 2. 15's better.
So that-
It does
15,
it.
So that'll be 5, and yeah, we'll use the Genie's Wrath. So one of my attacks gets that extra +3. So it takes 8. And once again, I have like nothing for my bonus actions. At least nothing that's very feasible. So I'm just gonna take 1 step up here.
Okay. Hey, that'll work.
Oh wait, do I have to move it? Okay, no, you can push the creature. Okay, good.
Caster.
I can push the creature 10 feet. I don't have to.
No. But you want to. Straight into the Christmas tree. Ruin Christmas, everybody.
Good.
That snowman is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it didn't send me a letter, so I'm
goes
gonna
to
ruin
Kisbin.
Christmas for everyone.
He goes to Kisbet.
Yes.
Right. I am going to disengage. And I'm gonna run.
Alright, so
and
let's see if I
hide.
can get this in the trash can behind me. Hey, it did it!
Oh my god.
It
It's a
actually-
Christmas miracle.
It actually
I'm
went in!
gonna, I'm gonna disengage and I'm gonna go over and hide next to Ingrid.
That's what I like to see.
She pushes you behind her rather voluptuous form, keeping you safe. You feel safe
I'm
when you're
very
with her.
aware where my eye level is, and I will end my turn.
Alright, it's gonna go to
Excellent.
the snowman. Alright. This one right here is going to make, or its twiggy arms are gonna lash out at Aloysius. Can it deal with being lashed by twigs? Let's find out. That's gonna be a 24 versus armor class,
That'll definitely hit.
and a 17 versus armor class.
That will definitely hit too.
The first attack is for 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and the second attack is also for 4 points of bludgeoning damage, as the twiggy arms beat on you furiously.
Only 4 damage each. That's not worth wasting.
They're not that strong. Since this is a relatively lower level.
Alright.
This was
I can
gonna
do something because it's bludgeoning, but it's just, that's so little. I don't want to do it.
This one will run up to Nox.
No.
It'll do the same. One attack.
No.
Gonna be an 8 versus armor class.
Yay.
And a 7 versus armor class.
God damn, I'm lucky.
This one is going to choose to... it's not going to move, it's going to choose to cast its breath attack. 30 feet up.
Fair enough.
Aloysius, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Haha, I'm terrible at those. That's a 14.
That was good enough. Their DC's not that high. You take 6 points of cold damage. It's 12 divided by 2, so 6.
Alright.
This one's gonna rush around the corner. As it moves forward, sort of Butch sort of says, "Get behind me!" Get behind me, Delia! I can fucking deal with this asshole! As it's gonna attack him, that's gonna miss him. That will hit him. As he's saying, get behind me, Delia! I can take care of him! As one arm just comes down and slashes across his face, dealing 6 points of damage, or 5 points of damage to Butch. As I opens up a little bit of wound as he says, I told you I'm gonna take care of you! That's it for all the snowmen, however. It goes to the witch. Let's see, she told him to flee, so... This turn, the witch... She is going... She casts Disintegrate on Professor Ingra.
I really hope that doesn't work.
Counterspell. No, I don't have...
Did none of us get counterspell?
No.
I didn't want to,
Did
like...
I even get counterspell? I can't remember.
Yeah, we can. But it's like, it's useless counterspell because it's at level.
Well, it's not useless, you just have to roll well.
Yeah. It's the not guaranteed counterspell.
Because it's Disintegrate like 7th level, so you'd have to roll like a 7... You'd have to roll...
That hurts.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wait,
Jesus Christ.
I have a hang on, wait.
Did you just kill the professor?
No, she passed her saving throw.
Oh,
That's
okay.
good.
She did very well on her saving throw, so thank God.
I was gonna cast Shield.
The professor crit her saving throw. As it flies off over her shoulder, just impacting the wall, and it just blows out a huge section of the wall. Like an entire 20-foot section just disintegrates away. As Professor Ingra, whenever she ducks, she yanks you down to the ground too, Kisbin.
I'll say, my hero! But also, I'm really glad you're not exploded.
And then she is going to, basically, she'll remain right there. She's not that worried about this infernal that's on her. So it goes to Professor Ingram. Got her concentration on. She's just going to cast, Grasp. Attack from this guy, okay. Professor Ingra sort of helps you up, Kisbin. Looking at the snowman, says, just deal with them, I'll deal with her. As she looks at you, I can't risk you getting hurt. The headmaster would have my head if you got hurt. But she is actually going to run forward and engage as well. Trying to block off. Do what?
All of my spells are snow and ice related.
You fool.
Mistakes were made.
That worked really well when we were having a snowball fight. Not so well right now.
But she's going to go and she's going to make sure to interpose herself between the rest of you and the witch. As poor groundskeeper Chili is still being commanded to flee. What? She did move. A arc of fire erupts from her finger and strikes the shoulder of the witch, who staggers backwards as the fiend slashes into her. They deal a little bit of damage to her. But this is supposed to be your party. It goes to Butch. Butch. He is going... Butch says, don't worry, Dealey, I can fucking take care of this guy. And he's gonna try to grapple the snowman.
What?
There's just gonna be a frostbite that way.
Alright. Butch reaches up and he grabs the twiggy arms of the snowman and, like, yanks them to the side. Dupree, Delia, get him! As the two other mages are gonna move and cast Firebolt on the currently grappled snowman.
Sick.
Not a good look, Delia. Idiot. Delia's shot just manages to clip into the snowman, barely, dealing, considering its fire that's hitting it, a pretty substantial amount of damage. As little Dupree's shot hits it squarely in the back, and it completely finishes off this snowman. Hey! We did it! It goes
What's this mark?
It had the thing where it couldn't take it had to choose to take an action or a move or that.
Show me.
Looking down there, Butch says, "Hey, we killed one faster than you! When you gonna catch up? Huh?" As it goes to Groundskeeper Chili, who is under command, it goes to Nox.
It's me. Alright, Colin. I'm gonna maybe do something. We'll see. I'm not really that hurt. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to use a 3rd level spell. I'll cast.
What are you doing? You got that wand of fireballs.
You hold on. I'm afraid the witch has legendary resistance. I'm gonna use this 9th level. I didn't want it to roll damage, but I'm gonna use my axe. MILF's minute meteors. It's a little
Milfs?
flaming.
Milfs?
Yeah, MILFs. Yes.
The MILF,
And I look over at the teacher over there. But yeah, little flaming cogs will fly around my head.
Alright. Who are you attacking?
When you cast the spell, it enters a bonus action on each. Oh, so I can. Yes. So it's every turn I can do a bonus action. Okay, I understand what since it's an explosion, I don't have disadvantage, right?
No, it's just making
detonates.
it's making a dexterity save, so it just.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the guy in front of me because I don't want him around anymore.
It got a 14 exactly.
Well, you know,
It's
Colin,
a shame because it's got a -2 to its dexterity saving throws.
Okay, well, it takes half a 2d6, so 4.
Hey, but it is also it takes all that damage.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's weak to fire damage.
Let me just super double check that I don't have any. Oh, that was my bonus action and action. Never mind. That's it for me.
I like it. Goes to Aloysius.
Alright, so I am actually going to Eldritch Blast this one.
Shoot it in the face.
One of those was going to be a crit. It's a 14.
14 is good enough to hit it.
Alright, he'll take the 12 damage because I will use the Genie's Wrath damage, which I think is only once per turn.
Mike's playing the south part.
And he gets pushed back 10 feet. Due to,
my face!
due to Repelling Blast.
My seed!
And then I'm going to hit him again with the Eldritch Blast.
Shoot him in the face. Now he's backwards.
This time without disadvantage. So he will just take 7. And he will get pushed back another 10.
I had a warlock that had the repelling blast and killing blast, and so I could just throw people into lava pits all day long. It was fucking sick.
Yo.
And then I'm going to back up. And that will end my turn.
Alright, it goes to Kisbin.
Kisbin was real nervous. Did I see how hard that disintegrate hit her?
Did not hit her, it missed her. But it hit the wall, and you saw it took out like a 30-foot section of wall.
Oh, I thought that it still... Okay, I thought it still did damage to you.
Disintegrate is an all or nothing. That's why it deals 10d6 plus 40 damage.
I'm gonna go up here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is he like on top of the table?
Yes.
The snowman. Okay. I am going to go up there, and I am going to cast. Fuck it. I'm gonna cast, I'm gonna go, I don't know if this is gonna work! And I'm gonna cast Ice Knife at the snowman.
Which one? This one?
Yes. I got a 10! Or I got 10 for damage, 14 for hit.
To be fair, even if it doesn't take the cold damage, piercing's pretty good.
Piercing's good damage. Does pass on the dexterity saving throw, cold damage.
Okay.
But it still takes the piercing damage.
Nice.
For a bonus action, I'm gonna. Can I cast another spell or no? Has to be a cantrip.
Yeah, it depends on the spell. You already used a leveled spell.
Okay. Then that is it for me. I will use my bonus action to cower.
Alright. Do you want to get attacked by a snowman? Attack against Nox is miss.
Yeah.
That second attack against Nox is a crit.
Ooh.
Oh boy, you take all of its max damage, which is a d4 plus 4. 8 points of damage.
You know, that's nothing to sneeze at. That hurts.
This is gonna choose to move. Is it still under the effect?
It's not under the effect anymore. Sorry, it was the end of its next turn.
That's okay, because it's still gonna have to dash. Get up to Aloysius. This one is actually gonna turn and actually rush Professor Ingra now that she's been pushed down or pushed back.
That's rude.
That's it, they dashed. Is going to go to Glinfaber the Witch. She is going to use Dispel Magic. Right. She is going to dispel Professor Ingra's Fiend. A look on her face that says, "Is that the best you can do, old lady?"
Rude.
Old? I'm half your age! As a enraged Ingra is going to cast Disintegrate of her own on Glinfaber.
Hell yeah.
There's like a mage battle going on down here. And it is a
mage battle in the mage school?
In a mage school.
Whoa.
Oh boy. Oh shit. Nice. Professor Ingra
Nice.
deals 69 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Okay. After that, it's gonna go to Butch and the posse. Gonna leap over the table, and he runs up next to you, Aloysius. He's actually gonna keep a step back. As you can feel him behind you as he lifts up his hand. He says, "Fucking fire, baby!" As he shoots a scorching ray of his own at the snowman. It's a crit. Oh, what the fuck, Butch? Butch got 2 crits in that scorching ray. A 12.
Easy.
He got a 12 and 2 or he got a 12 plus 4, 16 and 2 20s. That's a lot of damage.
Butch is the real
yeah.
hero of this tale.
Just double checking. So 12.
Good job, Butch.
What the fuck? Butch did 60 points of damage.
Why?
Fair.
Cause it's a fire. It dealt double damage. Cause it's all fire. That is enough to completely smoke this fucking guy. As at this moment, Aloysius, despite all your animosity, you're both now students in it together. As he walks up to you, beside you. As Delia and Lil Dupree are gonna move down as well. You're now not enemies, you're just students fighting for your life at this point. As it,
Yes, we can deal with the touchy-feely nonsense once they're done with.
it goes to Nox.
Bonus action. Gonna meteor the snowman.
Hell yeah.
Was sent to-
Do you want a meteor a snowman? He fails.
Great.
He got a 2.
6.
That's fire damage.
But I mean,
yeah?
it does a lot of fire damage, yeah.
12 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
I have to leave the Discord for 5 seconds. I will be right back.
Oh no. 5, 4, 3,
I didn't hear him leave, so.
5, 4,
You believe how
3,
much that guy sucks?
2, 1. Connor sucks.
That guy's an asshole.
Connor sucks.
I hear he likes eating.
Connor
I
sucks.
hear he likes eating baby
Connor
butts.
sucks. Connor sucks. Connor still sucks.
What else
Connor
are you doing,
still
Nox? We got an action.
So she didn't resist disintegration. So that bodes well for me or not well for me if she has resistances. So Colin, can I dump every charge into the fireball wand and blow her up?
If you want to.
We're gonna fucking do it. No, that's not a great roll. To be honest, that's not a great damage roll.
It is what, a DC 15 save.
Yep.
She does make it. At a 16.
Half of 45.
And you're doing it on the witch, yes?
Yes.
Half of 45. Where did you cast it?
Just kind of here.
I returned. That was 5 seconds.
That was way more than 5 seconds. We counted.
Yeah, we had enough time to call you a baby back bitch and tell you suck and you weren't even here.
It's like a 20-foot cube, right, Colin?
Fireball?
Yeah.
Our fireball
Not a cube. It's a circle. 20-foot
is a
circle.
20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah. I'm trying to draw my sphere here. I'll just. Oh God, I don't know if groundskeeper Chili's out there. You know, on the safe side, let me make sure I can actually cast it.
I mean, on the bright side, if he's on the other side of the wall, it's not going to affect him. He's behind the wall.
Yeah, I'll shoot it at the wall, like right down there, and have it blow up beside her.
Okay. She did pass.
YOLO. Yep, half of 45 though.
Which, you know, that's a lot of damage. Didn't hurt.
That's a lot of damage. Especially after like getting disintegrated and then getting fire.
Someone's still got a little, like, thing up here.
That's something Connor drew. Accidentally, I think.
What?
Yeah, so that's my bonus action and my action. Let me see if my wand disintegrates. It's good.
Alright. Alright, it goes, if there's nothing else from you, it goes to Aloysius. Buster, because bustin' makes him feel good. Bastin' makes me feel good.
It is Baster, and it is a noble name for a noble
Baskin makes
class.
me feel good.
Bastin' makes me feel good.
So we're just going to shoot off one Eldritch Blast
Base.
at this one. That is a 20 for 10 damage. Wait, sorry, 17 for 10 damage.
That'll hit him. Or it.
And then we will use the second one. Yeah, we'll just do the second one on the same one. That's a 9.
9 does not hit.
Glad I used the Genie's Wrath damage.
Holy
But
shit.
finally,
Hades
I'm gonna
won
hold
the
off.
Hugo Award for Best Writing. Apparently they're giving it away to video games now.
Finally, the medium is getting the recognition it deserves.
I'm just saying, that's a big fucking deal, and good choice giving it to Hades. Bravo. Alright, sorry.
Should have given it to Hades Town. Connor, when are you gonna go see Hamilton?
I saw Hamilton. Oh my gosh, I never talked about it because my fucking mother-in-law sucks ass.
Wait, hold on. We'll talk about it afterwards. I haven't had enough to drink.
Okay.
There was going to be a second phase to this boss fight, but we've been playing for almost 3 hours, so.
Yeah, and we were late. And while I did say we can make dinner later, I do have to make dinner at some point.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
mine just ended.
Kisbin.
And we just have this. Oh, we have this one guy. I'm gonna go. It's like, hey, that seemed to work, and I'm gonna go over here.
Shoot, I forgot to make it move.
Whoa! Ah! I forgot that happens. Okay. I'm gonna throw another ice at the one. Can I? This.
Oh no, he's back. Okay. Sorry, you were cutting in and out there, Connor.
Yeah, your dog's cut it out. I guess he's waiting on the dogs to calm down. I heard him going. They're still going.
He was literally about to open his mouth and then
They'll be
like,
okay.
I saw, he was like, ah!
They're gonna
He
do
can't
it.
use the verbal components of the spell calling. He doesn't get a turn.
I've been destroyed by a bouncy castle.
As soon as he kept going,
It's fucking nighttime, you retards! You can't even fucking see it! Thank you, Christ!
Now time for a musical interlude.
Can I throw my ice knife beside the snowman so that it doesn't hurt Ingrid?
Yes. When did you get a cat?
What?
What is this cat? I just had a couple of shithead dogs.
Wait, you
No,
talking
I
about
have
chocolate?
3. Yeah, it's chocolate.
He
He's
complains
the one
about
that
the cat.
lost it.
I thought it was named.
Getting on the desk every
I
day.
thought it was named
Yeah,
Buster
that's right.
Brown.
No, I have chocolate and I have Khan, as in Wrath of. I don't know where Khan is. No, I have 3 cats. Or I'm sorry, I have 2 cats, 3 dogs, and a snake.
I mean, we've all got a snake here.
I did not know about the snake.
It's a joke about.
His name's Salazar. It's topical.
Did you say his name is Peloton?
Salazar?
Oh.
Salazar. Oh.
Peloton would be wild.
He ain't got no legs to use the bike.
Okay, so I can. Okay, hold on. So, if I throw it beside the snowman, is it gonna take both kinds of damage?
Yeah, I'll allow it. We're kind of wrapping up now.
Sure. So I'm gonna throw it right here. Oh no, that's cool. It actually gives me the little thing, so I can actually just put it right there. And so that's not gonna hit her, right?
No.
Okay. So that's an 11. I don't think it hits.
11 does not hit. But it will still make its dexterity saving throw. Fails. It'll take half of 7 cold damage. It's resistant to cold. But that's still some.
Does it? So, hang on, because Ice Knife's a weird spell. Oh, okay, so you're throwing the knife and it's exploding.
And then it explodes, yes.
I was thinking I was throwing the cold and it exploded into shards. Got it. That makes more sense.
Hit or miss, it still explodes. It missed, but it still explodes.
That's a really good spell.
So he's gonna take, what is it, 3.5, rounded up, so 4. That's still something.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else from Kizbin?
I'm gonna continue running over here and hide under that.
Alright. Nox, do you want to get hit by a snowman? That's gonna miss. Gonna miss.
Nox is not present.
Well, they both miss with a 11 and a freaking critical miss. I think an 11 misses, yeah. So she's okay.
Sorry, I'm here.
The snowman tried to hit you and rolled real shit.
That's impressive.
It is going to go to the snowman down here that's going to swing at Professor Ingra. Its twiggy arms lashing out as you see Professor Ingra cries out in pain as both arms slash across her back. As they both hit. But we're alright. At this point, the evil witch Glinfaba is going to cast. Let's see what spell she's got access to. She lifts up her finger that glows with necrotic green energy, and a small bolt of this necrotic energy flies out towards Ingra. Bad Constitution saving throw from Ingra, as she casts Finger of Death on Ingra.
Fantastic.
Ingra takes 58 points of necrotic damage. As you can see, that causes her to fall to the ground, clutching her chest as she is not doing great. As you can see, Glinfaba just takes a step forward, sort of sneering over her. You call yourself a professor of this institution? Absolutely disgusting. How could someone so weak be in charge of the betterment of another generation? Alright. Misty Step. Pew. I'm gonna actually run backwards out the door saying, if you want to kill me, come get me, you bitch! As Professor Ingra is going to try to draw the witch outside away from you. It's going to go to Butch. Butch is going to run up behind you, Aloysius. As he and his cronies are actually going to join you. Butch is going to cast his highest level spell slot that he has not used yet. As he's going to reach out and touch you on the shoulder and give you haste, Aloysius. As Delia is going to fire a fire bolt. It's going to miss, unfortunately, this one. Lil Dupree is going to fire a fire bolt down at the guy down there. Also going to miss, wow. Fuck off, Delia and Lil Dupree. If you could roll higher than a fucking 5.
You started to sound like J.K. Simmons from the drumming movie.
It goes to
With
Nox.
that.
Let's keep her. Chili was here.
was-
Bonus action, media the snowman in front of me. Make your deck save, you bitch snowman.
Got an 11.
Yeah! 8 points of fire damage.
You mean
presumably
16
doubled.
points of fire damage, which is enough. Kill it.
Aha! Run through him, because he's fucking dead. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Maybe. Ooh, that, I may redact the movement call. I'm redacting the movement.
How about you redact these nuts in your mouth?
This is where I was, wasn't I, Colin?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't,
actually
No,
gonna
why
move.
not?
I don't know,
Back
but
5.
we'll say yes.
Okay, I'm gonna actually move back 5 because we're at a magical school and I know the range of counters. Fuck you, you bitch.
Do you have counterspell to cast on her?
I don't. Cool. I'm gonna. Let me make sure what this does. Oh, tech. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, we'll do that anyway. Spend. God, that's a lot of sorcery points. And spend the rest of my sorcery points, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of my sorcery points because pretty much spent anyway. I'm gonna dual cast Chaos Bolt. 120 feet. So I'm trying to hit Mr. Snowman first.
Hit the Mr. Snowman.
It's 14.
That'll hit.
Okay.
So next year's Christmas game should be The Lion, the Witch, and the Audacity of This Bitch, and it will be a sequel to this game.
Yep. Yeah. So that the Chaos Bolt is 14 points of acid damage on
I guess the snowman.
to the snowman first.
Alas, doesn't deal double damage.
That's fine.
That's,
Wasn't fire.
that's how it is. Not fire.
Okay. Then the twinned one is gonna try to hit the witch, which will see how that goes. I didn't see the roll, but 25 to
Hey,
hit the
that'll hit.
witch. Pretty good. Chaos Bolt damage. Ooh, okay. So that's 17 points of fire damage to the witch.
Doing good. She's getting pretty beat up at this point.
Okay, yep, I am meta magicked out. And that's my bonus action and action.
Aloysius, the bastard. Or
I
hasted.
can't wait for this to completely fail, but he's gonna lean back and go, "Watch this," and just to Delia, and then he's going to cast Hex on.
You're immediately force caged for sexual harassment.
I'm gonna cast Hex on.
Get unfucked?
I cast hold person on Delia.
So I'm gonna cast Hex on Glinphiba. Then I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on her.
It's fucking Elphaba
And Glinda put together.
Glinda from Wizard of Oz put together, you fuck.
Whatever, Glinphiba, whatever. So Eldritch Blast.
We're not representative of Wicked.
That is 12. Does that hit?
No.
Damn it.
Lou, if you're not saying Eldritch Blast like Travis Willingham, it's automatically gonna fail. That's how it works.
So then we Eldritch Blast again.
Yeah,
There we go. That's a 22
That'll hit.
for 8, and then it gets an extra 6. Let's just roll a d6. I needed to roll a d6. An extra 5, so 13 there.
Hey, that's
Then since I'm hasted, I'm going to cast another Eldritch Blast.
Joke's on you. You actually cast Sleep on Delia.
No.
So that'll be a 25 for 6 damage. Because I can only do the Genie's Wrath once. But Hex adds another 6. And then the final Eldritch Blast. That's a miss.
It happens.
Wait,
Damn.
what does she have disadvantage on, Lou?
We'll say Dexterity.
It's a good choice.
Ability checks though, as opposed to saving throws, which sucks. But
Or is it like improved text that does both? Or something?
No.
That does.
It's just ability checks. It goes to Kisbin.
Kisman, is Ingra hurt?
Yes, she's actually hurt very badly.
I am going to sneak. Oh my god. I'm gonna sneak right up here. And I'm gonna cast for a third. I'm gonna.
Returning them.
Hang on, guys.
Look, she's waving. Right back.
wow.
Alright. That's a cigar box guitar. That's the guitar that I bought. Colin has a banjo.
I do. I got a banjo actually within 5 feet of me.
Within hands.
I thought you were gonna say I actually have a banjo inside my banjo.
Banjos within banjos.
That's a call.
All right.
I am going to run up here, and I am going to cast Aura of Vitality, and she's within 30 feet of me, I think. Oops. And I'm going to choose. So that's my action to cast it, and this is I can use my bonus action to choose someone, and they regain 2d6 health.
All right.
Oh no! Wait. Oh no, never mind. I'm out of range. Okay, hold on. I might redact that. I thought I did the math right.
He doesn't know how to count, and he's a nerd.
Don't know how to count. Okay, fine. In that case, it's literally like right outside of it.
Oh my god, she moved up a step.
I mean,
she crawled back through the door.
Amazing.
you know what? In that case, fuck it. I'm gonna use Magic Missile at 3rd level.
On her?
On the wit.
On Professor Ingra. If you kill her, you get her spot.
You'll be the hot new deep gnome teacher.
Tempt all the
What?
boys.
Oh, yeah, it's 5 per. Okay, I was about to pan.
That's good. You want max damage. That's max damage on all of them because you only have one damage roll.
No, I know. I thought it was gonna display it. What, 5 times? 'Cause it's three. It's 3, 4, and 5. I think.
You casting it at spell slots
Third
higher
level.
than.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 1 extra for every spell slot.
So
Above the first.
that's 25 damage to the wound.
That's good.
And then I will use my bonus action to say, "Hang on, Professor, we're coming."
Oh lord, we coming.
Oh lord, he coming.
Anything
Butch
else
is gonna
from,
natural 20 this fucking witch.
Anything else from Kismet?
Butch is gonna natural 20 this bitch.
It's gonna
No,
happen.
I'm good. What is the no? Go away!
The snowman is going to run towards you. Critical miss on the first attack. A 18 on the second.
He's smacking you with his twiggy arms.
Smacking you with twig arms.
If AC matches, does it still hit?
Still hits.
Okay, then. That's
You'll take all of, oh my god, 5 points of damage.
5 points.
As it is going to go from the remaining snowman to Glinfaba, the witch. Hurt badly. She is going to... Let's see. She will... She's gonna cast Fireball
Nice.
up here.
Uh-huh.
So everyone is gonna make a Dexterity saving throw.
Sure. It'll be fine.
It's bad.
Ooh, 18 because I have advantage against magical.
It's good.
Yeah.
Reaction. I can't just jump into my vessel.
That's real good that I have advantage.
Oh, that's a 19!
Hey, that's good.
We're doing it.
And just because I can, you know what? Screw it. Or is it? It's a saving throw, right?
It is a saving throw.
Oh, okay. No, but it's for an ability check.
Oh, that's not a good roll. Wow, that's a really bad roll on her fucking Fireball. Alright. If you pass, you take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Like I said, she rolled 4 1s on her 8d6.
I forgot to look how many I rolled on my fucking I shot her with.
So she casts Fireball. The DC was 8 or 17. It looks like the only people that failed were actually Delia and Lil Dupree, who were both knocked unconscious by this Fireball.
Oh no!
Naturally.
They're not, I mean, they're not strong, so...
Your hot babe is literally burning.
Don't fight
Well,
her.
that obviously just makes her hotter.
Surprisingly enough, Butch got an 18, so he will be okay.
Colin.
Butch is managing to fucking chat up, hitting multiple crits, and then pass his fucking saving throws.
He comes out of the fireball with like his Letterman jacket on.
But no shirt, just the
Yes,
Letterman
yes.
jacket. A varsity Letterman jacket that was not
And then-
there at the start of combat.
There is a terrified look as she does this. As there is a terrified look on Glinfaba's face, she's going to actually sprint past Professor Ingra as fast as she can. I mean, all Ingra can do is make a. She's just got a melee basic attack for an opportunity attack.
Natural 20 cunt punt.
Nope. Unfortunately,
Damn.
Does not manage to.
That would have been.
Does manage to hit her,
amazing.
but does not deal a lot of damage.
I think you'll know that regardless of the damage dice you're rolling, a natural 20
Yes,
slayed.
Snowman disappears, and there is silence that echoes throughout the hallway. As you can see, Professor Ingra says, "Stay in here," as she takes off running out the doorway. Alright.
Don't need to tell me twice. And
Goes, to Butch.
Aloysius is gonna try to.
We're still on
Yeah, Butch
initiative.
rushes over and starts furiously shaking Delia, saying, "Delia, get up! Get up, you! What are you doing? This isn't time to lie down, you idiot!" As you
on
can see, his
initiative.
voice cracks slightly. Yes.
Okay. You're good.
Well, I don't know. I guess not. I don't think Delia or
Okay.
Lil Dupree are actually going to be able to die before you are able to give them
Yeah.
a medicine check of some kind.
I'll do you one better. I think.
Can I peer out this door?
Yes. I'll go ahead and
Can I-
describe the scene to you.
Can I save these two shitheads real quick?
Also, not to rush, because I am actually really enjoying this one shot, but I am balancing my kid's phone call with her dad, my kid's phone call with her mom on her last day.
That's fine. Like I said, I'm also wrapping it up because it is
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
And we're
I was
also
just trying to
at
make
3
sure.
hours. Go ahead, and what were you doing, Nox?
I was just gonna use my last sorcery point to twin spell healing word
Alright.
to help both of them.
You can see they're both covered in burns from the fireball, their skin scorched. Delia's beautiful blonde hair burnt almost all the way up to her head, as like a shortcut. But you cast healing word on her, you can see their skin begins to, the bubbles across and blisters across their skin begin to knit, heal closed and smooth, as their ragged, agonal breaths sort of become quieter, calmer, both unconscious for a moment, but then their eyes flutter open as Butch says, "Delia, Dupree, you're okay!" As he happily sort of hugs Delia.
So I'm
I owe you
peering out
one.
the-
Begrudgingly, Butch looks up and says, "I owe you one."
His varsity jacket slowly fluttering, even though there's no wind.
Yes.
I give him the "Don't you forget about me" fist as I walk towards the door.
Kisbin, while this is
There's
going
no
on,
frame,
you
but
look
Nox slowly fades out of it.
You look out the door where Glinfuba fled, and you can see where Professor Ingra staggered afterwards. Glinfuba herself is caught. Headmaster Al Duncan and Professor Uziel having returned. Professor Uziel has what appears to be a dozen hulking, shambling, undead forms behind him. As you can see, Headmaster Al Duncan, his eyes glow with a golden rage. As he stares down at her. As he soars up into the sky, his body alight with magical intensity. And Glinfuba just smiles and says, "I'll see you soon, old man. This fight isn't over. See that this school burns to the ground." As she also she almost seems to turn to black smoke and darts away, Headmaster Al Duncan following close behind, leaving Professor Uziel and Professor Ingra standing on the ground as they watch the two almost bounce across each other, like a stone skipping across a lake as they just slam into each other, skirting off into the distance.
Like the opening sequence of Mega Man 8.
Sure, I'd never played Mega Man 8. I didn't even play Mega Man 6.
Well, as long as it's not Mega Man 7.
And would you believe I didn't play any Mega Man except the Mega Man on Game Boy? Oh shit, I accidentally closed Foundry.
Oh no!
Christmas is saved.
Well,
I mean, we were finishing up
I
anyway.
was gonna cast Vortex Warp and send her back into the school building.
well, that's okay, because so ends the
That-
tale of this
that was-
Christmas, ruined partially by the witch Glinphaba, thoroughly defeated, her undead snowman forces having been cast aside, but still alive, possibly for a sequel next year. If I want to
Oh
do
my
that one.
god.
That is where we will end it.